Hey everybody, welcome back to One Mic, and today I'm here to talk about Season 1, Episodes 1 and 2 of the new FX original series, Alien Earth. So Alien Earth is a new sci-fi entry from Noah Hawley. He's the man who brought us both Legion and Fargo, two great shows. If you haven't watched them, highly recommend both. But Alien Earth is an 8-episode prequel series that's set just 2 years before the events of the original Alien film. And we're talking corporate power plays, human/AI hybrid experiments, xenomorph chaos, a lot of other aliens that aren't xenomorphs, and a surprising amount of Peter Pan references. I didn't have that on my bingo card either, but lots of Peter Pan present in these first, alliteration, in these first 2 episodes. So let's talk about them. Episodes 1 and 2, they're titled Neverland and Mr. October, respectively. And they set up a rich, dangerous world and then just throw us straight into the fire. So let's get right into talking about them. So the premiere kicks off with a stark warning. In the race for immortality, there are going to be 3 major contenders to emerge on top. There's going to be cyborgs, which are like human-machine hybrids, synths, which are AI synthetic beings, and then hybrids, which are synths with human consciousness. Already, I was intrigued by this concept, like conceptually, intrigued by this concept conceptually. I'm off to a great start, guys. Putting consciousness into a manufactured body isn't unique to sci-fi, but I like the idea of all of these like not quite human beings being at odds with one another. And I like even more that, of course, corporations are still the ones pulling the strings and that will ultimately benefit from whatever catastrophe emerges from this conflict. And Weyland-Yutani is one of the main players, one of the main corporations. They're one of 5 global megacorps that basically own the whole world. There's also an interesting visual aesthetic to this show. The vibe is like a perfect blend of Alien franchise, retro futuristic tech, and oppressive corporate control. It's very unique to what you see right now, but it fits right in within the Alien franchise. The visuals stay faithful to that original film's look, and man, does the score do some heavy lifting or what? Like, it does a great job, the score, with building and maintaining this tension throughout the course of these first 2 episodes. So in episode 1, we meet Boy Cavalier. He's a tech prodigy turned CEO. He owns a company called Prodigy, which is one of the other 5 corporations that rule the world. Boy Cavalier founded Prodigy 10 years ago when he was still a kid. We also meet Timothy Oliphant's character. His name's Kirsch. He's on Prodigy's Neverland research island. That Neverland name for this research island and the premiere episode is, of course, no coincidence, as there's a lot of Peter Pan influence in these, in these first 2 episodes, but undoubtedly throughout the whole season, probably throughout the whole series. On this Neverland research island, sick children who are dying are turned into hybrids. Like I mentioned up top, they're superpowered synthetic bodies with their original human minds. Well, I can't say their original human minds, with original human minds. The first of these hybrids is Wendy, a young girl who was dying at the beginning of episode 1, and she's put into an adult synthetic body. After Wendy's success, the same is done with other sick children. Those sick children who are now put into these adult synthetic bodies are dubbed the Lost Boys, accurately so, due to conceptually this promise of eternal youth. And Oliphant's Kirsch character, he's basically in charge of them. He seems like their guardian or something like that. The premiere opens on a Weyland-Yutani spaceship that appears to be transporting some pretty dangerous specimens. The crew mentions how important it is that these specimens be contained, and they are awakened from their hypersleep, not by anything tragic, just naturally time to get up and do shit. And they eat and handle other tasks before they prepare to go back to hypersleep again. But then when we see them again, after they're all preparing to go to bed, the entire crew is dead and the ship is crash landing toward Earth. Hey everybody, I just want to take a small break from this review to talk about the various other ways you can engage with me on other platforms. If you're so inclined, and I understand why you wouldn't, I am an acquired taste, but you can join the Patreon where you can get extra content like retro reviews, where I review old shows and movies to see if they still hold up today, Mike's Musings, where I talk about shows I'm watching that I don't cover on the channel, or Mike's VOD, where you can commission me to watch a show, which I will then review on the channel. And if you want to engage with me and chat with me more directly, I also implore you to join the Discord and follow the Facebook page. I set up channels in the Discord for all of us to discuss the shows I'm reviewing on the channel, and I also drop new videos in there, since it's the easiest platform for me to share to from my phone. The Facebook can be really fun because I sort of live comment on shows I'm watching, often while under the influence, I'm not going to lie. And I'll also share news there, both about television and film, and about myself as well. So if you like my content, you want to be more engaged, you think I'm charming, or you simply want to show support, feel free to sign up for the Patreon or join the Discord or Facebook today. Links to all platforms are in every video description. Remember to share all my shit to your respective social media platforms. And now back to this review. One of the crew members, Morrow, he's the only one alive. And it appears, at least, that he has sabotaged the containment of these dangerous alien specimens. His actions, assuming he's responsible and not just the only one smart enough to not die, lead to a catastrophic crash into a place called Prodigy City in New Siam. And this scene, it's visually stunning, but like you see this massive spaceship having crashed into this building. And I'm pretty sure it's meant to be reminiscent of the visuals of 9/11, but it's an incredible shot looking at this massive spaceship having crashed into this downtown area. We also meet Hermit. He's Wendy's brother, and he's a medic on Prodigy. Oh, I should say on Prodigy, with Prodigy. With Prodigy, the company. He's part of the rescue effort at the crash site, and not only is he unaware that his sister is a hybrid, he's been led to believe that she's just dead altogether, that she died from her illness. Wendy sees that he's at the crash site. She's been watching him ever since she woke up as a synthetic. And she volunteers herself and the Lost Boys for a rescue and cleanup, setting up an interesting conflict of essentially super-powered children, because even though they're in adult bodies, they're still children, consciousness, superpowered kids versus aliens. I'm interested to see where that goes, but I kind of hope they don't fuck it up and make it corny. But this show is not trending toward corny, so I'm pretty confident that that's going to be pretty good when we see it. So now, episode 1, it did a lot of world building. It introduced us to the characters, the dynamics of the world regarding corporations, cyborgs, synths, hybrids, and it set up the conflict with the ship full of aliens crashing into the Earth. Episode 2 shifts into high gear. It's basically an hour-long horror film. It opens with Boy Cavalier waxing poetic to Dame Sylvia. I don't know her role just yet. His assistant, maybe. I'm not sure. But he's waxing poetic to her about AI's dangers, framing his work as humanity's next evolutionary leap. It's an interesting conversation. He believes that he has put humanity in a position to evolve at a rate similar to that of AI. And he also wants to be able to speak with somebody smarter than him, which, his arrogance and hubris is only matched by his ambition and his immaturity. But meanwhile, Hermit and his team, they navigate the wreckage and things get real bloody real fast. We got stairwell chases, xenomorph encounters. We meet various other aliens that do all sorts of different things. The one that came out of the cat was fucking sick. And there's even this weird, bizarre detour into this high society costume party that's still, for whatever reason, raging inside of this building that had a spaceship crash into it. But, and what happens to those people, again, it's incredible. The violence on this show is top notch. Like I said, it's all really intense, suspense-filled, exciting stuff. Midway through the episode, the second episode, Morrow makes a return. He saves Hermit from a xenomorph that was about to kill him, only to incapacitate Hermit moments later as he's thanking him. So again, Morrow's motivations are still very unclear, and probably the most interesting thing that the show has set up so far. His motivations and what took place prior to when we see him crash landing the ship. He also incapacitates the xenomorph, only for it to awaken and brutally murder the search and rescue team that was about to apprehend Morrow. To that point, when I talk about the violence being top notch, these aliens don't just murder people cleanly. It's not like a clean, bloodless murder. There's bodies torn in half. There's one of the guys at the fucking high society party is crawling around like a zombie with only his upper half. It's insane. But Wendy finally tracks down Hermit at the crash site, eventually reuniting, but kind of, sort of, not really at first. She doesn't reveal herself right away, but her teammate Slightly, yes, the names are intentional, tells Hermit the truth. Hermit learns that, he learns what she's become just before the trio arrive in a room full of alien eggs that Kirsch had sent them to prepare to retrieve. Doesn't want that stuff to get out. Obviously, things did not go well. I think what we're meant to understand from this moment is that their proximity to the eggs cued the xenomorph. The xenomorph shows up, and rather than, interesting things that have been brought up in these episodes, rather than killing Hermit, it abducts Hermit and escapes out of a window. And Wendy leaves, vowing to save him. That's how we end episode 2. So, episode 1 nails the setup, the politics, the tech, the eerie Neverland concept, while episode 2 leans harder into the action, the horror, the suspense. All really great stuff. Everything executed on very well. Everything very satisfying. The hybrid versus synth storyline feels like fertile ground for emotional and class drama, as well as sci-fi spectacle. And the corporate chess game has the potential to tie into alien lore and even real life politics in very interesting ways. There's a lot that they can do here. So this is a very strong and confident start, for a show that's going to have a lot of eyes on it. It's part of a very popular IP, and it's being headed by a very well-known name in this community in Noah Hawley. So again, visuals are striking. The score is absolutely fantastic. The action, violence, and suspense are all top notch, and there's enough mystery, especially surrounding what happened with Morrow and the crew on his ship. That's the most intriguing thing so far to keep me hooked. So let me know what you thought of the premiere episodes in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will continue to cover this show the entire season, the remaining 6 episodes. I will be back every Wednesday for another video. Unlike this one, which is going to be up early Wednesday morning because I'm off work today, future videos are probably going to be Wednesday night, if not Thursday morning. I'm going to try to avoid Thursday morning, but probably Wednesday night. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out all the other content that I have on this channel. Almost 1,000 videos. And I will see you guys next week for episode 3. And until then, peace.